Cryptocurrency is creeping into the mainstream, but Australia's laws have failed to keep up with the pace of growth, prompting calls from the industry for regulatory certainty. Michaela Urick, also known as Bitcoin Babe, has been denied services from 91 banks. It's what's known as being debanked. Ms. Urick runs a cryptocurrency exchange that's registered with the financial crimes regulator Austrac, but that hasn't been enough for the banks. When I started my business in 2014, I originally opened a bank account with Commonwealth Bank. It was shut down around 6 months later, and since then, it's been a domino effect of account closures. A Senate inquiry looking at ways to regulate cryptocurrency and digital assets has heard Ms. Urick's experience is not an isolated case. Fintech startups Neum and OzMerchant have also given evidence about their experience of being debanked. Liberal Senator Andrew Bragg is chairing the inquiry and said banks were using regulatory gaps to justify banning startups from its services. There has been some very troubling behavior exhibited by banks, where there has been competition, Senator Bragg said. Cryptocurrency businesses need to register with the financial crimes watchdog Austrac, but the inquiry has heard evidence that the application process doesn't have enough checks and balances. The inquiry has also heard criticism about corporate watchdog's ASIC's hands-off approach when it comes to going after cryptocurrency influencers that do the wrong thing. Crypto growing in popularity. There are 400 digital currency exchanges in Australia, according to Austrac. It's estimated around 1 in 6 people own cryptocurrency, totaling $8 billion, according to a survey by Finder. That's despite the extreme price volatility. Crypto scams are also on the rise. More than $25.7 million was lost in Bitcoin scams in the first half of this year. That's compared to $17.8 million in all of 2020. Cryptocurrency is very popular, but it's not regulated. So at the moment, people are purchasing cryptocurrency, but they're doing that without any kind of consumer protection, Senator Bragg said. Fintech company Finder has made a submission to the inquiry calling for crypto deposits that are held with accredited deposit holders to be guaranteed like bank deposits. There's a real perception that crypto is something for kind of young men who talk in strange languages and use a lot of acronyms. And what I've found is, as crypto is becoming more everyday people are looking to invest in it, said Kate Brown from Finder. Taxation and corporation law changes on the agenda. Researchers from the RMIT Blockchain Innovation Hub want laws to be changed to allow investors to get financial advice and a public register of crypto exchanges. Consumers need more tools at their disposal in order to be able to do due diligence about what they're interacting with, said researcher and lawyer Dr. Aaron Lane from RMIT. Dr. Lane's submission also proposed changes to taxation laws like capital gains tax, which he argued don't reflect the nature of crypto trading, which required multiple transactions. If Australia doesn't update its tax and its corporate rules to take into account the massive innovation that's occurred in the cryptocurrency space in the blockchain space, more broadly, it risks being left behind, Dr. Lane said. Asher Tan, CEO of CoinJar, has already moved his company's headquarters from Melbourne to London. A clear mandate for some of these new industries would be very helpful, but while the industry wants regulatory certainty, the inquiry has heard it is wary of being overregulated. It wants the creation of a so-called safe haven to protect businesses from being retrospectively hit by the ASIC under future laws. Globally, crypto is already going mainstream. El Salvador's adoption of Bitcoin as a legal tender has been overshadowed by protests against the use of the digital currency, but analysts say Australia should look to the licensing and tax rules that are in place in Singapore, Canada, the UK, and Wyoming in the United States. The lack of regulation locally has made banks skeptical about dealing with cryptocurrency businesses. They point to concerns about anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing laws. Ms. Urick said she was told by a bank employee that a third-party monitoring system they use had put her to a suspected terrorist watch list. As a result, she was also blocked from signing up to phone, internet, and electricity companies. Things got so bad that in 2018, she changed her surname from Donlan to Urick. I essentially had to change my name so I could access basic services. Ms. Urick hopes the Senate inquiry, which is due to report back next month, recommends protections from business owners like her. I've received legal advice on this, and because banks are private entities, no one can force them to do business with me or anyone for that matter. It's essentially one of those things I have to cop. What do you think about crypto regulation? Should crypto be left to itself or be regulated? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.